Hi everyone, Trishna here. Welcome to your weekly psychic, clairvoyant, and tarot reading. This week we're going to be covering the week of December 27th to January 2nd of 2022. So very exciting. This is going to be our transition week into the new year and into some new energies. I don't know if you guys have watched the previous week's reading, but it ended up proving pretty accurate for me. Saturday was a day where I did bring in more abundance with regards to my business. I had more sales. And then also today is a day where and Saturday was a really fun day and like a really nice event. And today is a day where like certain things are coming up that I kind of overlooked during the week. And I'm really glad that I had the guidance from last week to on how to handle it, because otherwise I might be a mess today, and I'm actually feeling pretty good instead. So anyways, with that, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get started with the December 27th to January 2nd psychic, clairvoyant, channeled message, and tarot card reading. I'm going to shuffle the cards. As I shuffle, I'm going to share anything that comes up that wants to be shared with us from that psychic, clairvoyant, intuitive, channeled message perspective. And then once the cards have come out, we'll read the cards specifically as well. So with that, let's get into our reading. What do we need to know for the week of December 27th to January 2nd? What do we need to know? Great card to start off with. Love it. Also perfect for the new year. I'll just share it here really quick. Wheel of Fortune. Of course, we're going to get into actually reading the cards once we get to that part. What messages want to come through for this week? This week is going to be good. I am feeling some stress, particularly around the beginning of the week. Trying to get something done, trying to figure something out. Yeah, I think Monday and Tuesday are going to be days where there is going to be some kind of dilemma that we are trying to solve and figure out and work our way around or through. When I say dilemma, don't think that it's some big, huge ordeal. I don't feel like that's the case for most individuals. For some of you, it may be. For some, it may be with regards to relationship and love and really trying to figure out how you two are going to make things work, how you're going to overcome a particular hurdle, a particular situation, obstacles, something that happened. How is this going to be resolved between the two of you? Can it be resolved? My guidance for you, if you are dealing with a larger dilemma and it is of the romantic variety, I feel like, yes, you two can figure this out. You two can solve it, but you are really going to have to take the Monday and the Tuesday basically in its entirety. However much time you have, you're going to need to spend all of that time really trying to figure things out. For some of you in the romantic department, it may be money related. If so, I feel like the solution's even easier, even more obvious. Go with the more obvious solution. Don't try to overthink things. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to have the most amazing, innovative idea. Go with what's obvious if this is more money related. If it is romantic related, doesn't have anything to do with money, it's going to be a little bit harder to figure out. I still feel like the answer is obvious, but sometimes you have to go through a journey together to then be able to accept the obvious answer as the best answer, because sometimes it feels too simple. And sometimes when things are really simple, it feels like, well, how can this work? It's too simple to work. It's too simple, and there's like a million questions that come up because it's so simple. Well, what about in this situation? What about in that situation? What if this XYZ happens? The simple solution, I feel, is going to hold up in all those cases. But again, with the simple solution, sometimes it's really hard to know how to make it tangible, make it actionable, because it seems simple and kind of up there. It's how do we bring it down here into something that we can actually use? You just have to go about it. You just have to test things out and put them to the test and see how they work out in different situations. And you will learn to refine that. You will learn how to make it more tangible and actionable going forward, but you got to try it out, the first few times. You can't really get data and answers and experience until you actually get the experience. Experience tells us a lot about how to make things work for us, because simple ideas can be effective for everybody, but each has a unique flavor for each one of us in each situation and relationship. So yeah, okay. If this is career related, and for some of you, I feel like this may span a few different areas. Like, it's not going to be, for some of you it's love, for some of you it's career, for some of you it's finances. I feel like for some, yes, of course, but for a few of you guys, it's going to be love, career, and finances. Just living this kind of energy across multiple layers and levels and areas of life. Yeah, and when we think about it that way, it's also going to be in the external, career, love, finances, but also in the internal, kind of having to figure out simple solutions for the self and how that works for us. Sometimes a simple solution can be really hard to trust. That's understandable. We've been brought up in a world where things seem harder than they are. We feel like the easy things, if it was really that easy, everybody would be doing it, but that's not true. One, because easy can be boring after a while, hard to sustain. And two, because we've been taught that easy is too easy. It's got to be complicated. That could never work. So we don't ever try it. We don't ever stick with it. So it never does work for us. So it can be really hard to trust the easy solution, the obvious solution. But that's the thing, is the universe doesn't hand you the most complicated way of things. It tries to find the most easy, efficient way for you. That's how we bring things into our lives. It's the easy way, the obvious way. What is that next step that's calling us? Not let's sit here and ponder and overcomplicate and overplan. That's getting way too in the head space. Not getting into the feeling space, the easy space, the riding the current of the universe space. So honor the obvious, honor the easy, be open to it. And yes, mentally, you're not going to be able to necessarily understand how it's going to work for you until maybe after Tuesday. Wednesday, I think you're going to start getting the hang of things. You know, again, energy's fluid with time, so maybe Thursday for some individuals. But just bear through the Monday and the Tuesday, go through the process, go through the journey of the complications and things like that. And then at the end of that, you will be like, you know, let's try the obvious, easy thing. And then you're going to try it. You're going to put it to the test. And you're going to start getting the hang of it. How do I work with this? How does this work with us? And it's only going to improve from there. And you're going to look back 3 months down the line, 4 months down the line, 5 months, 6 months down the line, definitely a year down the line, and just be like, wow, look how much has happened because we followed the easy way because we followed the obvious solutions. Look how we've grown. Look how much we've brought into our lives as a result. Look how much happier we are individually and together, maybe as a couple, if this is romantic. And you're going to realize that the obvious, the simple, was your golden ticket. So yeah, okay. So we were talking about career a moment there. Career. So career, it's going to be, you know, getting into the mind space as well, just like with love. Again, with finances, I feel like the obvious answer, you just go with that and you're going to be able to understand that mentally and tangibly pretty quickly. I feel like money is just such a tangible thing sometimes. Sometimes it's not, but you know, a lot of times it is. It's this thing that we can touch and feel and see. And when we do this action for this many hours, we get this money result, and then I can spend it and get these physical things. So it can be very physical to us a lot of times. So easier to sometimes understand than like love or career, which are these bigger concepts where there's more complications, where when I say this with one person, I get positive result, but when I say the same thing with this other person, I get a negative result because everybody's so individual. So it's a little bit less tangible. Anyway, so with career, I feel like you're going to be testing things out. I feel like you're going to be learning. I feel like even though it's a dilemma, you're going to be really growing, experiencing, learning, exploring. And at first it's going to be grueling. You're just kind of like, I don't want to do this. So for maybe the first half of Monday, you're just like, ugh, do I have to? Why? I don't enjoy this. But I think towards the end of Monday, you're going to be like, okay, you know what? It wasn't so bad. And it's not great, but it wasn't so bad. By Tuesday, though, if not early Tuesday, then midday Tuesday, I feel like you're going to be walking away feeling like you got something out of this. You feel good, you feel lighter, you feel happier because you learned, you grew somehow in the process. You had a journey through this. So I think for career, the journey is going to be quicker than compared to love. Love, you are going to have a solution that you're finally like, okay, you're going to go through like a darker journey, right? Of ups and downs. And can we figure this out? Is this going to make or break us? It doesn't have to break you guys. It does not have to break you guys. Anybody who's dealing with a love situation that's grueling for Monday and Tuesday, you guys can make it. You guys can make it the test of time. You guys can make it a year, 2 years. You can make it a lifetime. You can make it multiple lifetimes. So if this is love, the first 2 days are going to be hard, but you can do it. You have everything that it takes. Do not let these 2 days break you apart. You will, I feel, regret it. Yes, there will be new love down the road. If you guys decide to part ways, either 3 months or 6 months down the road, there will be new love for you. And them as well. But it doesn't have to be. And I think even though there is new love and you can find somebody that makes you very happy, you will look back and wonder, could I have solved this? Did I run away from problems? And it may, you won't want to run away again after that. So just know, if you want what you have to work out, it can absolutely work out. And you will look back months later just astounded at how much you have grown, how much your partner has grown, and how much your relationship has grown. So we're talking about a lot of different topics here. I'm just sharing it as it comes, so I hope that you guys are able to receive this. So, love, going to be a journey just like career. The journey with love, yes, you're going to get the hang of it on Wednesday, but it's going to require a little more trial and error. You got to refine things because it's not as tangible as, money. And even career is a little bit more tangible than love. So you're going to be working things out, figuring things out together in love first 2 days, in career as well first 2 days. At the end of the second day for love, you may just be feeling all right. At the end of the second day for career, you're going to be feeling good, happy, lighter, productive, smarter, just great overall. The loved one's going to take some trial and error over time. It's going to be a journey, right? It's going to be a growth journey, but it's going to be very, very fulfilling. I'm telling you, it's going to be fulfilling. You're going to be very happy you went on this journey if you go on it. Career, you're going to get the hang of things sooner. You're going to learn what you need to learn in those first 2 days, and you're going to be able to repeat that process, that template over and over and over again. Now, it could be the exact work that you are doing that you can repeat over and over again, or I feel for many of you, it will be the process. Your thought process, your learning process, your testing process, etc., your experiment process, you're going to be able to repeat that and repeat that and repeat that and get results every single time, no matter what the scenario. Remember, it is the obvious, simple solution that is going to stand the test of time in love, in finances. To an extent in finances, I feel like with finances, it's really going to be what you need to do now that's going to boost you. And then as you grow in finances, it's going to be new rules. So not as much with finances, but career and love, this is going to be something that a solution, a process, something that you do over and over and over again. And yes, each scenario is like a little bit different, but the process stays the exact same. It's something that you're going to be able to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, and you're going to have success every single time. And that just feels amazing. And I hope you feel it too, because don't we want those rules of life, the success of life, that no matter what comes our way, we just repeat the process and we can get ourselves out of it. And we can get ourselves not only out of it, but in a better place. This is that for you, for us, for me, and I am incredibly excited. I'm excited about this. And then again, we were talking about the internal world, the external world, right? So you're going to have rules that you're building about how you handle things, how you manifest, how you see the world, how you create your external reality. And you're going to be able to repeat that and repeat that and repeat that. So with finances, yes, the solution right now is just do the obvious one. Sometimes it's like, I got to get the extra job, or I got to put in more hours, or, I got to switch jobs, or, whatever it is, it's the obvious answer. even though the rules will change a little bit in the finance department as you up level in finances, I feel the internal process of manifestation will stay the same for that. So what you do inside to manifest that next step, that next level of finances will be the same. And then maybe the rules of the external are what change. So maybe, as you move up, you're going to need to start getting lawyers and you're going to need to start getting a financial advisor. So those rules have changed. It's not just about getting a job now. Now it's about how do I keep my money, how do I protect my money, and how do I invest my money. So the external has changed, but internally, the manifestation process of bringing in the job or bringing in the right lawyer, etc., is going to stay the same. The one that gives you the best, smoothest result as possible. Okay, so that was a lot already. Normally I like to shuffle a little longer to see if there's anything else that wants to come through, but it seems like that is quite that's a lot right there. Like, I'm excited. I'm really, really, really excited. What a beautiful message to have coming out of the old year and going into the new. Like, ugh. Okay, let me just shuffle a little longer. This might be a longer video. I try to keep my weeklies, and really I try to keep all my videos now under 20 minutes. I want them to be like 10. They usually end up being around 16 somehow. Because it's easier to digest. It's easier to sit down and watch. And yeah, but sometimes it just wants to be longer and I just have a lot to say. A lot comes to me to share. Okay, let's see if anything else wants to come through for this week. Yeah, this is going to be a really transformative week. Stick it through, right? Stick it through the beginning. The beginning is going to be the hardest part, and then it's just going to be like mind-blowing after that point. Yes, there are going to be hurdles, okay? Of course, there's going to be hurdles throughout life, and I think maybe the end of the week is also going to be a little bit more intense, like the Sunday, which would be January 2nd. So that's going to be a little bit more of a struggle, right? Because you're going through this journey of transformation and it's exciting and you get answers and you get some kind of path forward. But then of course, with the path forward comes questions and uncertainties, and is this actually going to work? And did I really understand the process right? Is this really the right plan? So of course there's going to be, questions and things like that around Sunday. There's going to be moments of doubt, but just stick through it. Just trust it. Just honor it. Just try it. Why not at least just try this plan? How much can it really hurt you? It's the beginning of a new year. It's not like, it's the start of something new. So try something new. You have the time. You have a whole year. So start off by trying new things with a new year. Okay. Do I feel complete? No, I don't. Something coming up about Saturday. I think Saturday will be another really good day. I think primarily for finances and business. So any of you dealing with financial situations, Saturday is a good day to start something new, start a new job, start a new business. Saturday is looking really good for that. Sunday is a good day to rest. Sunday is a good day to relax, to reflect a little bit. To reflect, not to act on your reflections, just to reflect. Don't go out and take action on anything that maybe feels negative. If it feels positive, go for it. If you're inspired to it. If you're not inspired, but it feels positive, just sit with it. Just sit with it. You don't need to act. If you need to act, the action will come. Now I feel complete. Okay. We have a lot of cards today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards. So first one is Wheel of Fortune, which I showed you earlier. Yeah, the tides are turning. And when the tides are turning, it can be a little bit uneasy, uncomfortable, a little bit difficult. So the first 2 days, like I was talking about, are going to be intense. They're going to be intense emotionally. They're going to be intense in the physical. In the physical, you're going to have an issue in your relationship, or you're going to have an issue with your finances or with your job, or having to figure something out. Internally, you're going to be dealing with the emotions of that, the frustrations of that, the why am I stuck here having to do that, the why do I have to fix this thing, the why do I have to talk about this for the millionth time, why can't this person just understand and get it, why aren't they listening? There's going to be a lot of frustrations that are going to be happening inside. So there's going to be turmoil inside and outside, but that's how change happens. That is not the beginning of an end. That is the beginning of a beginning. when you have an issue, when you have this turn of the wheel, it doesn't mean things are coming to a close or that they should come to a close. It means things are just getting started. And sometimes it's difficult. Do you think that the beginning of life is easy? No. There is pregnancy, there is morning sickness, there is everything that comes with that, which is not that easy. There's a lot of shifts that you have to make, a lot of changes that you have to make. Then when you're born, you can't even breathe. Somebody has to kind of slap you or spank you a little bit or tap you on the back to get you to be able to breathe air. Does that feel pleasant being like patted like that? Probably not, but it is the beginning of life. Does it feel pleasant not being able to breathe? Probably not, but that is the start. And a seed being planted in the earth probably feels nice in the earth, I would think. Nutrients, moist if it's moist, but you're still having to push through the seed. The sprout has to push through. It's a push, right? It's something difficult, something not easy, but it's the beginning. It's a beginning. Whenever you start something new, there is that learning curve. Yeah, you're excited at first, but then there's a getting stuck, and you have to get past the getting stuck, the getting confused, the feeling frustrated, and then poof, the curve, and you learn and you overcome that hurdle and things become easier and they start making sense. So the wheel is turning this week, and it's good. It may not feel good, but that doesn't mean that it isn't good. Sometimes when it doesn't feel good, it's not good. But in this case, stick with the wheel. By the way, we have 4 major arcana out of 8 cards, 50-50. So then we have the Hangman. It's important to be patient. Sometimes whenever we are going through the wheel, whenever we do have a dilemma or a situation that we are dealing with, we really want to push through, right? We want to push that sprout through the seed. We really want to make things happen because we want to find the solution so we can maybe suppress the pain or the discomfort of the journey to that solution. This is a week where you're going to have to be patient. Again, it's going to take about 2 days for you to come to a solution for most individuals here, for most situations, especially if it's love and career. That's what you're going to have. It's just what needs to happen. Sometimes you have to go through that uncomfortable journey to get the best solution. And so this is calling you to be patient. Be patient. After that, it's going to feel better. But then again, Sunday, there's going to be some doubts and questions and frustrations. Be patient. Remember, in my readings that I've been doing since November, I've been seeing so many good potentials for 2022 as a whole. We are in that transition phase. We are entering a new world. Just know it's going to get better. And then we have the 9 of Wands. We are going to be in battle mode, right? That's what the first 2 days are about. Battling another person is what it feels like. If it's career, battling somebody who's maybe asking us to do something that we don't want to do, or we don't think it's the right way to do it, or we feel stuck or forced somehow and it just makes us unhappy with them. If it's love, we may not feel like we are at battle with our partner, but we feel like we're really in a battle with the situation. We don't know how to overcome it. It's just this problem, and we can maybe barely define it, and it just seems like the wires are getting crisscrossed and there isn't this understanding. And it's like, how can we even solve this if we can't understand one another, if we can't get our points across, if we can't hear the other? So it doesn't feel like in love that it's a battle with the other person, but it really feels like the situation is creating quite a battle itself for the two of you. Finances doesn't really feel like so much of a battle. Again, the answer is going to be really obvious. Go with the obvious answer. You may not really want to do the obvious answer. You may not really want to do what you need to do, but I don't feel like it's really going to upset you that much. I feel like you're just like, whatever. It's temporary. It's okay. It's just what people have to do. Other people have to do it. Maybe I've had to do it in the past before. It's okay. And I feel like for the most part, you're going to be fine. So financial situations can be kind of scary, but at least this week, I feel like you're okay. You have a plan, you have a solution, and you are okay with it. And you guys are in many ways better off emotionally and mentally than the others who are struggling with other areas. Again, I'm calling out the biggest dilemmas. I got the word dilemma and I said, it doesn't mean that it's this huge thing. For some people, yes. And I think maybe it's more than I realized originally, because that's the focus of this reading, is the big issues. But also these readings tend to I tend to pull information for people who need to hear it the most and are most ready to hear it. The kind of that combination. So for others, the dilemma may not be this big. And just know that, right? I think the journey is going to be the same, just maybe not quite at the other extremes, or you're going to be able to handle it a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, so then we have the Magician. You do have the power to create. You have the power to manifest. And that is starting to come this week. Now, I think in the December monthly reading, I saw that this month is going to be a time when emotions are just kind of like not in the best place. And as a result, we're really not able to manifest as well as we normally are able to. And just be really patient with yourself. It's just the energy that's here and present. But January is feeling like a really good month. And I think your manifestation ability is going to come back. Just come back full force, fast, strong, just boom. And I feel like that's what this is trying to say, is like that's already starting to happen this week. Now, the first 2 days of this week, Monday and Tuesday, not going to be great for manifestation potential. You're just going to be in problem-solving mode, dealing with emotions mode. Wednesday, you're going to start to feel better. You're going to start to have the hang of things. I feel like the manifestation is going to be kind of like, manifestation ability is kind of grabbing a hold again. Not maybe perfectly, but on the right path for sure. Just again, be patient with that. I think that even though Sunday is going to be a day where, it's going to be a lot of doubt coming in, I feel like you're going to have a lot of manifestation control, mental control. That's going to be a good day to face your doubts, to pay attention to them, to make your peace with them and to honor them. And I think when you do that and you give your doubts the space that they need to exist, because they are worthy of existing, just like everything else, everything here is worthy. So you need to allow your doubt to feel worthy of existing. If you give it the space, I think Monday of next week, which will be January 3rd, somewhere around that day, maybe it's Tuesday, but maybe it's Wednesday, but somewhere around that day, you're going to start feeling a lot better, a lot more confident, and you're going to be ready to execute the plan that you have here. You're going to feel good, ready to execute, and you're going to have the power of the universe behind your back because you're going to be feeling good and more on board, maybe entirely on board with this new plan that you are doubting on Sunday. Then we have the 8 of Cups. You may want to walk away from the situation Monday and Tuesday because it's just going to be very emotionally heavy for some, and it's just going to make you want to recede inside yourself, withdraw, and maybe go into self-pity mode a little bit. And even when you're discussing this with another person, if this is more romance-oriented, if this is career-oriented, yes, it may involve another person, like a boss or a colleague or something like that, that may be getting you a little bit frustrated inside. But I don't feel like it's something that you're going to talk to them about. I don't know that it's necessarily something that you should talk to them about. I feel like for you, it's really more of an internal journey. It's really more of an internal journey for everybody, even if it's love. But I feel like with love, you're going to want to recede from the other person more. And self-pity, right? That's what I was saying. And in your communication with them, you may want pity from them or dive into self-pity with them and them with you. I feel like it's going to be a very two-way thing Monday and Tuesday. Actually, this whole week. This whole journey is going to be very two-way with you and your partner, where you're both going to be doing the exact same things with each other. And that's why you guys can't maybe hear each other. That's why you guys can't get your wires straight, is because you're both going through the exact same emotional journey inside and individually and trying to do it together, but you're really just doing it individually. If you guys honor that you're both going through the same thing and it's not about you two having separate journeys, that it's the relationships that's going through this, it may be easier to understand. Maybe. I do feel like this does need to be kind of that internal journey, and the wires do need to be crisscrossed so that you can have the external journey together. So, just kind of go with the flow on this, I think. Yeah. But you can do it. You both can do it. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. If you hear a growly sound, that's my stomach because I'm super hungry. I'm going to eat after this. Yeah. I'm just very growly. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think Wednesday, maybe it's Thursday, there's going to be a really nice offer that comes in. I think you and the situation or the other person are going to resolve things maybe by the end of Tuesday, like Tuesday night, and Wednesday is kind of when you start like acclimating to the new plan or the new version of the two of you. And that's going to require a little bit of adjustment, but it's going to feel better. It's going to feel like maybe there's hope. Maybe there isn't certainty, but at least there is hope. I feel like Thursday is going to be a nice day. I think Thursday is going to be a day, of that offer. That offer could be a nice gesture. It could be something small, like a small gift. Let's clarify. Tell me more about this offer, this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it might just be eating a meal together, making a meal together. It's just kind of like doing things together outside of any issues that came up earlier. And in doing that, like creating a bond that maybe isn't of the mental level, maybe not even entirely the emotional level, but is of the energetic level. Yeah, I think whatever you two do together, whatever this offer is around Thursday, it's going to be healing. The healing effects may not be evident though for about 3 to 4 weeks. So it may feel stressful on some levels, awkward on some levels, a little rattling on some levels, but know that it is healing. Sometimes when we get like the jitters, it's really like our body, our energy, our atoms just kind of like shaking things up. Because when you shake things up, things can settle in a better place, in a more healed place. So that's what's happening here is like if you're feeling like, it's your energy is like, it's shaking, so that it's like getting rid of some of the negativity that's there and allowing itself to settle in a more positive place. And that settling process may take about 3 to 4 weeks before you notice it. I think the healing actually will take place within a day to 3 days. Like it's going to happen fast, but your feeling of it, your recognition of it mentally is going to happen in 3 to 4 weeks when you look back and you're like, wow, I feel really good. I feel like I'm in a really different place than where we used to be 3 to 4 weeks ago, and I feel like we've grown so much and like the future looks brighter and I feel good and I feel like we can handle problems together, the recognition, the mental logic of it all is going to take effect in 3 to 4 weeks, but the true healing is taking effect, immediately for some of you in the moment of you two doing things together. For some of you, it may take a day to 3 days, but it's going to happen. So the clarifying card was the 7 of Swords. I guess we didn't really need it, but it did come out. Yeah, be careful to not like, if there is an offer coming your way and this is in one of the scenarios that we've talked about, take it. If this is like career oriented, don't feel like you can't trust the person or like they have another agenda. Obviously, everybody has agendas, but I feel like this person, even if they have an agenda, they're trying to do their best. They're trying to do right by you. And if this offer is in love, then even if it feels awkward or if it feels like something you don't really want to do, like you want to run instead of stay. Just do your best to enjoy the moment. Allow it to be what it needs to be. Don't run. Don't try to sneak away. Don't try to assume the other person is being sneaky. Go with it. Because again, it's healing. Some of you, I'm getting the number 7. 7's important for some of you. 7 days, not 7 weeks. 7 days for some of you. Yeah. Maybe the offer will come in 7 days. This feels like it's more like Thursday to me, or maybe you'll give an offer back in 7 days. 7 may be significant for some of you, not necessarily all. Then we have Death. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a week where as you go through it, once you graduate, once you start hitting Thursday, the end of Thursday, it's like, yeah, you graduate. The spirits are clapping. You made it. It was a difficult journey, but you made it. And when I say difficult journey, I don't just mean Monday and Tuesday. I feel like this journey actually goes farther than that. It may go months out. It may go years out for some of you. I'm getting 3 to 4. This maybe started 3 to 4 months ago, or this maybe started 3 to 4 years ago for you. And you've truly been on a journey. And some of it's been pleasant, but not all of it. It hasn't been easy, that's for sure. And you've made it. You've made it. The sun is coming up. The sun is shining. Spirit is applauding you. What you've needed to release, you have released. It's done. It's over. Yeah, like, I just feel like the spirits, universe, they're just like cheering you on like you can't believe. This beautiful card. Okay, Ace of Wands. Final card. Yeah. I feel like the universe is going to reward you. You're going to get an idea, but it's not going to be just an idea. It's going to be tangible. You're going to get an idea with the plan. You're going to get an idea with the money that's needed. It's going to be an idea plus. Tangible idea. I don't feel like it's a job. It feels truly just like an idea. As in, like, you're not going to get a job, or like, yeah, I feel like you're going to get an idea plus something tangible about it. Let's just clarify. Yeah, we're already at 36 minutes. Okay, we got a lot of cards, you guys. My stomach is so growly. Okay. No! We got the Sun card in reverse. But we did get 2 more major arcana, so cool. All right. We got the Empress. Yeah, this is like, this idea that you're getting, it's going to be ready to be planted, to be born. Like, this is going to be an idea that is going to grow. It is going to take hold, and it's going to take hold sooner than you think. That may be where the 7 of Swords is coming from. This may start taking hold, start taking shape, start taking seriousness, start like really becoming something tangible in about 7 days. You may receive the idea in 7 days. You may get the idea, and then it takes 7 days for it to like truly start taking shape, like really birthing. 2 of Wands. Don't overthink. Do not overthink this idea. You're getting the idea and you're getting the plan, or you're getting the idea and you're getting the money for it, or you're getting the idea and you're getting the business partner for it. Something like that. You're getting the idea and the ability to make it real. Do not overthink it. Do not overanalyze it. When you get the world given to you, you act on it. You take it. It's going to show you results in 7 days. 7 days and 7 weeks. 7 days, it's going to become tangible, and it's going to become real. And you're going to feel it and you're going to know it. Stick with it. Again, don't overanalyze it when you get the idea. Do not overanalyze it once it starts to take shape. You just do it. Don't change too much. Don't get too creative with it. Be like, okay, well, this worked. Well, maybe I should tweak this and maybe I should tweak that. Do not do that. That can come later. That does not come now. When you start tasting success, when you start seeing success, when things start materializing for you, you go with the flow. Don't get too smart. Let the universe do what it's doing. Don't stop the universe's process by jumping in and getting involved and mucking it up. Okay? So 7 days, tangible. 7 weeks, I think it's going to be like you're living a new world. If this is like a business idea, for example, maybe it starts becoming part-time income. Whereas right now, maybe it's 0. And it starts becoming part-time income. So your entire world isn't completely shifted, right? You can't just quit your job and do that. But it has shifted significantly to where you can take it to the next level. I think 8 weeks after that, it will start becoming like 75% of your income. Maybe more for some of you. Then we have the Sun in reverse. I'm kind of getting the feeling that it wasn't supposed to be reversed. That feels better. Sun right side up again. Yeah, this is just saying, be careful. Be careful. Not that you are at risk of anything. The only risk you have is yourself getting too analytical, getting too involved, stopping the process before it needs to, getting in the way. Let things flow. Go with the flow. It's very important that you go with the flow. If you get another idea and you're just like, after this, right? Get another idea like, should I do this? I don't know. If you don't know, the answer is no, because that's not in flow. If it was in flow, you would know and you would naturally want to do it or be doing it without even realizing that you're doing it. If you get a contact and you're like, should I call them? Should I call this person? Don't. Because if you're supposed to call them in that moment, you would just naturally do it. So wait. Maybe they're busy and you just don't know that. Wait a week. Or whenever you're inspired to. It might be a week after that. Where you're like, yeah, I really want to reach out to them. I'm just going to do that. And then you do it. And it's perfect. Perfect timing. Because had you done it the week before, they would have been busy and maybe ignored you. And you would have been like, maybe they don't like me. Or they would have just told you like, hey, I'm super busy right now. I'll get back to you. And then you'd be waiting for them to get back to you. So yeah, just be careful. The sun is shining down upon you. You don't try to get in the way of the sun and say like, you don't tell the sun what to do. You don't tell it how bright to shine, when to show up. It does its thing. It operates in flow. It has a cycle. And we just all adapt to that cycle. So just adapt to the flow of what's going on. Okay. So with that, we're now at 41 minutes and 37 seconds. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go eat. I hope that this was helpful. It looks like it's going to be an amazing week and an amazing year. So many things are going to work out, you guys. Like I think I said in one of my readings, if you have not been able to achieve your New Year's resolutions, this is the year where you're going to hit like 80%, if not higher. So this is the year, you guys. This is the year to do what you need to do. This is the year to make your life what you want to make it. This is the year to take action. If you have had dreams, this is the year to go after them. If you have had dreams that you have put off, this is the year to get back into them. If there's something that has been calling you, a dream, an idea, anything, something that has been calling you, that's where you need to go. That's where you need to be. This is the year where if it's not going to work out for you, it sure is going to set you up to work out for you next year or in 2024. This is the year to plant the seeds, to start the process. Okay? All right. So with that, I will leave you. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please go ahead and do that. Also, you can always book a personal reading from me, and you can do so by going to the link in the description box below. Usually I take it to my website, but I think I'm going to put the Etsy link. And yeah, you can see my sales and you can see the number of reviews, and I started my Etsy in mid-October. So yeah. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.